Allen came on the show last Friday, in case you weren't a part of it, and Shady simply asked him, hey, Josh, how did it feel being voted the most overrated player in football? And he said, I like that. Shady responded and said, why? He said, you know why. I like that.
I know why.
Exactly right. Look, this is a facility. You could be watching any show. You are hanging with us. Shady McCoy hung with Josh Allen for a long time. They were teammates Josh Allen's rookie year. Shady, what we're seeing from Josh Allen, some could suggest we've never seen it before. So let me ask you the most important question for Josh Allen's career. Is this finally Josh Allen's MVP season?
I'm going to say yes, right? My nickname I gave him years ago when he was a rookie was the franchise.
Yes, sir.
The first practice I seen him, I seen how tall he was, how big he was, and how competitive he was. I said, yo, this guy's going to be special. And I was right. When you look at Josh Allen, we always talk about the superstars, right? You need superstars around you, right? And I'm a big advocate for that because I think that you do need some superstars around you.
Yep.
But he's showing me that, hey, man, you don't need it. You know, like Patrick Mahomes, even the years he's had, the last 2 years, they didn't have the superstars at wide receiver. I guess because some of age, right, and some not really putting it together at the times, with Travis Kelce still being the head of it. And they didn't do well as far as, like, the most drops passes, you know, last year. But they still won a championship. My thing with Josh Allen is, like, when you have a special player like Josh and a solid coordinator, this is what you get. You get no pressure. I don't have to, feed the ball to Stephon Diggs every play. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. But I will say this, though, because Josh is so special, everybody can't do that.
Your point.
Mahomes can do that, and Josh Allen. Anybody else, they need some help. They need a little all-pro running back. They need some good linemen. They need a good tight end. They might need a superstar all-pro wide receiver. Yeah. Everybody can do that, right? What's that thing? Don't try this at home. There's only 2 people that can do that, and that's Josh Allen. Last night, 5 drives in a row, 5 touchdowns, right? You name it. We're going to run it. I'm going to throw it. Whatever I need to do to win this game. I'll tell you what, man. For us to talk about quarterbacks so much, and a guy like Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be a superstar.
We'll get there, Shady.
But I'm just saying, like, you've seen a big difference. Like, I'm super dominant, right? I'm not even trying to compare Trevor Lawrence to him. I'm just saying, watching the other quarterback to another one, it's like, it was so much dominance. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying MVP is this year, because Josh Allen, the franchise, is holding it down.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely the MVP season because he doesn't have the playmakers that he had in past years. You could say, and I will say, that Josh Allen is better without Stephon Diggs than with Stephon Diggs because this Keon Coleman, because Shakir, because of James Cook. No more important person, though, Shady, you mentioned it, than offensive coordinator Joe Brady. Let's show the graphic right here. Since Joe Brady took over as the offensive coordinator, the Bills rank first in win percentage, first in points per game, 6th in rushing, 2nd in third down percentage, and 1st in sacks allowed. He's only been sacked 13 times in the last 10 games, so he's getting the ball out of his hands. They also lead the NFL. This is the biggest thing I took away from this. They lead the NFL in rush attempts, 35 rush attempts a game for Josh Allen in that Bills defense. When you have a rushing offense that you're able to handle like they have been with Joe Brady, it takes so much pressure off the quarterback to become really, really great. You don't have to make a play over and over again. You have these plays that we call breather plays. You can hand the ball off to the running back, don't have to worry about making a play and being Superman. And you saw last night, he still is Superman. Yeah. And I think it's because of that relationship with offensive coordinator Joe Brady and Josh Allen. They're working well together. That's the secret sauce, in my opinion, for Josh Allen.
No, this is an MVP year for Josh Allen. As an MVP voter, I said this last week. Josh Allen, he looks like an MVP. When you vote for MVP, and I can speak for myself, I think I'm one of 50 voters, you look at a couple things. Who's the best team in football? Who's the best player on that team in football? What do they look like as the best player on that team in football? And how much talent is around that best player on that best team in football? When you look at the Bills, they're currently one of, if not the best teams in football. Josh Allen does not have that much talent around him as it pertains to elite talent. For those that are unaware, Keon Coleman, the top drafted player for the Bills offensively last year, he did not play the first 25 snaps. He was on a limited first quarter suspension. Josh Allen still had 2 touchdowns over the course of that time, and the Buffalo Bills still had 121 more yards than their opponent, the Jags, during the duration of that time. So even without his top drafted offensive weapon, Josh Allen still went out there and dominated. On the best team, the best player, and doing it with limited amounts of help, that spells MVP for Josh Allen. But even if you look beyond the stats, because again, stats were created for those who did not have the luxury of watching the game. You and I have the luxury of watching the games. Josh Allen's play, it is even better than his statistics. His tape it exceeds his numbers. If you look with your eyes at his game, or if you look with the stats, with your eyes, it spells MVP season for Josh.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. And to be honest with you, Josh Allen is the MVP the way he's playing right now, even if they were 0-3. Like, all that, like, team success to me is overrated when it comes to the MVP voting. Josh Allen has had 40+ touchdowns season after season after season. And when you watch Josh Allen play the game of football out there last night, he clearly was the best player on the football field. But to Shady's point, when I think of MVP, I think I could put you anywhere and you do this. And it's only two of them that I truly believe that you can put anywhere and they still can do this, no matter what's around them, whether it's Carolina, whether it's the Raiders, whether it's the Buffalo Bills, anywhere you put them, they are going to ball out. And Josh Allen is showing you that, right? Yes, he lost Stephon Diggs. Yes, they lost a bunch of people on defense. It does not matter. Josh Allen is saying, I'm saying hike. I'm controlling this thing. The ball is in my hands every play, and I'm going to show you I'm like that. And win or lose, Josh Allen is clearly the best player in the National Football League right now, and it ain't even close.
The biggest issue, not the biggest issue, the biggest thing that I saw from last year, and Shady, we talked about in the pregame meeting, he's not turning the ball over. I got a play to show you in the red zone. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. This play right here just shows you what to do on offense if you're Josh Allen. Right there, you got Dalton Kincaid. Time to snap. This is what I want you to know and understand. They're running a concept that's a corner route, a go, and this little whip route with the back end. This play is made for single high zone. Acho, are they in single high zone right now? What are they in? They're in two high zone. So Josh Allen already knows when he motions 10 over that he's going to have to scramble. Watch this, okay? He goes around, understands, and you're rushing 3. Why are you dropping 8 into coverage? This is the worst coverage in the National Football League down here in the red zone, specifically with Josh Allen. Aaron Rodgers used to do it all the time. As soon as you see drop 8, you are going to be on the move and on the run. He's able to hold the ball for 6.5 seconds for this. There's nothing worse on a defensive side of the football when you know you're in a good coverage, but you got Josh Allen and you have to plaster on defense. You can't plaster anyone on defense when they're running all these type of routes. The Jaguars won the route. They won it pre-snap. Josh Allen won it post-snap.
Yeah, that's really well said. Shady, I was thinking watching the game yesterday, it's crazy that a player exists that's better than Josh Allen. That's literally what dawned on me. I'm watching the game and I was like, there's no way that somebody walking this planet can be better than that man. Yeah. And for the first time, what Shady's words really resonated with me is like, Josh Allen, I feel like, is finally coming into that stride. And given that it's a down year for Patrick Mahomes, he's able to stand in the light by himself right now in the NFL.
I mean, it's always been Josh, though, right? Everybody always jumps up and down with Josh, his turnovers. But this is how he plays because he's going to have some turnovers this year. That's how he plays, right? He competes at the highest level. So, I'm going to try to make a play. Now, it worked out this time, but there's other times where it might not work out. The one thing about Josh, he never stops, though, right? Watching that game, it's funny because it's like I've seen him before. Next to him, I've seen it on the field with him. I'm like, dang, how the hell he do that, right? And I'm trying to get my block, but I'm still watching him. The thing was like he's playing at a speed and everybody else is playing slower than him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And like he's in control. I'm about to throw this pass, right? Okay. Oh, wait. Now I'm about to run it. Like he's so much in control that the defense don't know what to do. That coordinator, man, was probably up all night and it still didn't matter. And I look at Josh Allen, when you play with that type of confidence, because he don't have the stars like we're used to seeing with the Stephon Diggs and et cetera, even the Gabe Davis. But now you bring all this confidence in the guys that we ain't even talking about, right? Like Shakir, he feels so confident right now, like I can't miss. Yeah. Why can't I miss? Because first of all, I'm balling, and then my quarterback is playing at such a high level. Now on the defense, I can't let Josh down. He's playing too good. We have a player like that. I watched it playing with Josh Allen, and I watched it playing with Patrick Mahomes. When you have great players around you, it elevates everybody.
But I will say this, because the difference, I believe, thus far between 3 games and Josh Allen previously, the difference between finishing 2nd in MVP, 3rd in MVP, and 5th in MVP, which Josh Allen has finished in 3 of the last 4 years, is the turnovers. Remember, Josh Allen, if not for turnovers, he wins MVP last year.
0 this year.
Because they would have beat the Jets week 1, and he would have had 1 to 2 more wins, and he wins MVP. If not for turnovers, he wins MVP over Aaron Rodgers that year.
What if I ask you this, though? Or what if I tell you this? What if I tell you that, turnovers is part of Josh Allen? Do you still take him?
of course you take him.
That's my thing.
But I'm saying the
That's the
difference
level.
between second in MVP and third in MVP and fifth in
and a
MVP
Super
and
Bowl.
winning
And a Super
MVP
Bowl.
and a Super Bowl is the turnover.
I disagree because you got to take the good with the bad. He's going to give you way more good than bad. I'll give you examples. Like a guy like Brett Favre, you play with him, right? He going to give you some picks, but God darn it, he going to give you some touchdowns and some wild passes.
He's thrown the most interceptions in NFL history.
Barry Sanders, he going to give you some crazy yards, 2,000 yards, but he going to take a minus 5-yard loss. Oh, he's shaking, a minus 6-yard loss.
Yep.
But, man, he going to hit that hole one time.
Wouldn't you say the difference, though, because I'm with you, and I'm not even disagreeing. What I'm suggesting is right now, Josh Allen, he's not even giving you those picks. He got he got 9 touchdowns. I think he has 1 lost fumble against the Cardinals week 1, but he got 9 touchdowns. So where I'm at with it is it's not even no slight. Of course, I'm going to take the good with the bad. But the fact that Josh has limited the bad,
Getting better.
But not only that, though, it's about who's around him, too. Everybody picked Josh Allen to win MVP this year. Why? Not because
he got to do everything
we
himself.
knew we going to turn the ball over. Well, we ain't coming to the season like Josh ain't going to have no turnovers the way Josh played. We said, listen, Josh don't have anybody around him. The last couple years, he's had a lot around him. So now you're turning the ball over with Stephon Diggs and all these dudes around you. That's taking it away from Josh Allen. Now it's like, even if he turns the ball over, in my humble opinion, with what he has around him, and if he puts up 40-plus touchdowns, he should win MVP.
Right.
But watching Josh Allen play that game last night, he's playing so comfortable. He's playing so free. You know why? And I was thinking, like, why are he chilling like that? I listened to his presser, and his presser said, man, I walk up to the receivers every single game, and I say, it might not be your day. You might get 2 catches. You might get 5 catches. Could he say that in the past?
Nope.
No, it's
Not
the
with
pressure
Diggs.
that was on him to get certain people to football.
Such
And sometimes that turns into turnovers. And that's why I say sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. You don't have these superstar players because now it's my team. Oh, you tripping, Keon? Coach, send him over there.
Yep.
You understand? You can't do that with Diggs and all that.
but
because of the money and because of the type of playmaker he is, but the pressure of a quarterback to get them the ball weighs on you.
10 Bills caught passes on Monday. 10 different Buffalo Bills caught. That's a very difficult team to defend from a defensive perspective when you're doing that. So that's why I say he's getting better without Stephon Diggs because he's not worried about throwing to your star receiver, having Stephon Diggs throw a temper tantrum on the sideline. I thought that stat was amazing to what you said.
6 different Bills have touchdowns. That's the most in the NFL. The question is, will Josh Allen need firepower eventually? That's the question, because right now, you beat the Cardinals. I doubt the Cardinals are a playoff team. You beat the brakes off the Dolphins. Tua gets hurt, but before Tua got hurt, obviously the Dolphins don't look like a playoff team right now. You beat the Jags. The Jags weren't a playoff team last year. I don't know if the Jags will be a playoff team. Eventually, it will come down to, will the Bills need more firepower, and do they have it? Well, really, James, let me start with you because you came to a lot of recent notoriety.
Take the whole segment, dog.
When you called out
got 5
Burrow.
minutes left. Go ahead.
How bad does the,
he will.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, bro.
how bad does the 0-3 start look for Burrow, Jake?
Man, listen. Y'all should have went first.
No. I want to hear you.
Y'all been the ones not worried. This is how the Cincinnati Bengals start off. This is what they
true,
do.
that's true.
They'll end up in the playoffs. And I was sitting up here saying that they do not look like the Cincinnati Bengals of old. They don't. The reason why we fell in love with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals is because we felt like they had the it factor. We felt like he was the only one with the it factor that could really outduel Patty, right? When the game is on the line, make a play. When the game is on the line, find a way to win. The Patriots game, they did not find a way to win. You have the ball in your hands, driving the football against the Kansas City Chiefs, who is not playing well. Your defense is playing lights out. You fumble. You do not find a way to win. Last night, Joe Burrow played all right. The defense did not play well. Found a way to lose. When I watch the Cincinnati Bengals right now, they are not finding ways to win. They are finding ways to lose.
But talk to me about Burrow, because that's what we're talking about. The Bengals defense obviously didn't play great. 38 points a rookie put up on them, including a pivotal 3rd and 7 conversion. But talk to me about Burrow. Does the 0-3 start look bad for Joey B? That's the question.
He the quarterback?
Yes, sir.
He a winner?
Yes, sir.
So it looked bad. Very bad. Joe Burrow is in Acho's world right now. If he was writing his quarterbacks down, he probably got, well, probably not after watching Josh last night.
But he still go third.
But he has
Still
Joe
make him
Burrow
third.
up there, right? Joe Burrow, this is your football team, right? It's a lot of people that said this was a Super Bowl caliber team. Not because of what you have, because of you, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, the last year and a half, has not been a good quarterback in the National Football League. He has not. He has not been the Joe Burrow we've seen the previous 2 seasons. Last night he played well. Like I say, the defense did not play well. Jaden Daniels went to work. But Joe Burrow, the last year and a half, has not played well, and he's not getting his team victories, and he's not making those winning plays that he was making. The Cincinnati Bengals are in trouble because their best player is not making those winning plays. He's making losing plays. We've seen it in the Patriots, and we've seen it versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Last night, I put that on the defense because he played well. But Joe Burrow's the leader of this team, and he's not playing well the last year and a half.
If we keep it in the 100, though, right, I think the biggest thing with them is they're not playing complimentary football. When they needed stops, they couldn't get stops, right? Joe was scoring, they weren't getting stops. So it's like I'm used to seeing the Bengals help each other out, offense and defense. More of the offense taking charge and the defense kind of covering up for them. But I don't know, man. Like, we keep talking about Joe Burrow, and James is right. I guess we give him leeway, we gave him a pass and grace because he is Joe Burrow, and he has done so much in this league. And I'm big on equity, right? I know there's some players that might do things, we want to jump on, but I don't do that yet. Show me that. So Joe Burrow has earned that respect, but when does that run out? When is being Joe Burrow and stuff you did years ago run out? Because if he don't start producing like he used to, we got to drop him down. Like, we keep saying he's number 2, number 3, which was crazy. Like Lamar Jackson, though. How's he over Lamar Jackson? He ain't over Josh Allen. I've been saying that. I thought that was crazy, maybe saying he was the second best quarterback in football. So I'm asking you, because I know you love Joe Burrow. When do we take it like, yo?
When it hurts him in the playoffs. To me, Joe Burrow has never been a great regular season quarterback. Y'all do realize he ain't got no All-Pros. Y'all do realize he has 1 MVP vote, and it wasn't a first place vote. Y'all do realize, I believe he only has 1 Pro Bowl. Joe Burrow has never been a good regular season quarterback. We hail Joe Burrow for what he does in the postseason. Only active quarterback to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Many have tried, only Joe Burrow has done it. But if your regular season struggles limit you from even making the playoffs, now we got it.
If they don't make the playoffs, though,
now we got it.
Hold on. If they don't make the playoffs, where do you drop him at?
You got to drop him to 6, 7. Like, you got to drop him.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, for me right now, and I love the quote, nobody cares what you do until you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't care about what you're doing in the regular season, because come the postseason, Joe Burrow get active.
That's true.
But if in the regular season you so bad you can't even get to the postseason, now Chase Daniel, we got it.
And to your point on playoffs, since 1990, 162 teams have started 0-3. You know how many have made the playoffs?
6.
4.
Oh,
4.
I was close.
Put a fork in them. Like, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But how bad does this 0-3 start look on Joe Burrow? I think a lot of people might question, with you guys and everyone else out there in the NFL, how good Joe Burrow actually is. I don't question that. I don't have an issue with that. Joe Burrow ranks 8th in pass yards per game and 5th in touchdowns. He's got 5 this year. So when I look deeper, the issue is not Joe Burrow. The issue is a mentality on that team. I was listening to something with Hall of Fame head coach Bill Belichick saying that the number one thing that he used to instill in his team and what others are instilling in his team is a mentality, and it starts with running the football and stopping the run. You go into the stats. It's not good. They're 26th in rush yards allowed. They're allowing 142 yards a game, and they're 28th in rush yards a game. They're soft on that defensive line. They're not the same defense that carried them to the Super Bowl appearance in 2022 in that year. That's where it starts. So I don't think you can really look at Joe Burrow from that lens. Yeah, he's a quarterback. He's got to play better. But just looking at what he does on the field, it's not on Joe Burrow. And you really look at the game by game, right? They lost to the Patriots 16-10.